of the Governor's Executive Order N2520 and N2920, which suspends certain requirements of the Brown Act. And with that, I would like to call the August 18th, 2020 Design Review Historic Preservation Commission meeting to order. And remind that no new items will be heard by the Design Review Historic Preservation Commission after 10, unless the commission by majority vote specifically decides to continue reviewing items. And if an item is not heard due to the meeting length, the commission will attempt to reschedule a special meeting for the following week if a special meeting is necessary. So at this time, I'd like to call to order Commissioner Burt.
Here.
Commissioner Formany.
Present.
Commissioner Randolph. Commissioner Randolph.
Present. I'm here.
Commissioner Tipple.
Here.
And Commissioner Amar, who I think is not here today. Okay. Moving on. Are there any new comments from the public on items that are not on tonight's agenda? Wendy?
Yep, I'm looking here. There are no hands being raised, and there's no written comment.
Okay, and also let me step back and just mention the new public comment process for the virtual meeting and viewing meetings online through the Sonoma City civicweb.net or on YouTube. And then virtual participation through Zoom. All of that information is available on the city website.
I would just like to note that the city of Sonoma is experiencing power outages, and we're on call for perhaps having a power outage for the city of Sonoma between, I believe, 7 and 9 p.m. So if that's the case, we might not be able to have the meeting. So I was wondering if everyone could tell me now if, in case there's a power outage, if you might all be available to meet next Tuesday to hear this item.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Fantastic. Hopefully that won't happen. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll review and have acceptance of the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda that need to be made? If not, would somebody like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Okay. All right. Wendy, do you need to vote on that, or?
Yes. Commissioner Burt,
Aye.
Commissioner Cormany,
Aye.
Commissioner Randolph,
Aye.
Commissioner Tipple,
Aye.
and Chair Johnson.
Aye.
Thank you. The motion carries unanimously.
Great. Is there any late correspondence on the item that we'll be discussing this evening?
Any late correspondence would have been added to the city website under documents, and I don't recall receiving any.
Perfect. Okay, the consent calendar, item 6.1, to approve the minutes of the regular meetings from May 19th, 2020, and the minutes of the regular meeting from June 16th, 2020. Are there any changes or adaptions to those minutes by the commission members?
No.
Okay, seeing none, would someone like to make the motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Wendy?
Commissioner Burt,
Aye.
Commissioner Cormany,
Aye.
Commissioner Randolph,
Aye.
Commissioner Tipple,
Aye.
and Chair Johnson.
Aye. Okay, the minutes are approved. We'll move down to the public hearing, which is item 7.1, and discussion and possible action to approve design review application to remodel an existing 2,400 square foot residence and construct a new porch. Wendy, could you give us the?
Yes. Thank you, Chair Johnson, members of the commission. This is a design review application to remodel an existing 2,488 square foot residence and construct a new 102 square foot porch. The project is located on Patton Street near the intersection of Oak Lane. It's located in the Central West area, and it's in the low-density residential zoning district. And this designation is intended primarily for single-family housing in duplexes. With regard to what the applicants are proposing tonight, they are asking to install new fiber cement shingle siding over the existing plywood siding, replace existing aluminum window frames and sliding glass doors with new Marvin fiberglass wood composite windows and sliding glass doors, replace the existing small covered porch over the front door with a larger porch that's 102 square feet in area, replace the existing composition shingling roofing with new composition shingle roofing, replace the existing roof gutters and downspouts with the new roof gutters and downspouts, install a new light fixture at the front porch, construct 2 new wood framed stoops outside the 2 sliding glass doors at the back of the house, and reconstruct the damaged existing fence lines to match the existing. So there are certain factors to be considered in design review applications, and it's staff's conclusion that the applicant has successfully applied the applicable design guidelines in developing the plan for the remodel. With regard to the development code consistency, the project complies with the development code in terms of setbacks, coverage, floor area ratio, building height, and the garage setback. With regard to building elevations and exterior materials, the remodeled residence is intended to be compatible with the surrounding neighborhood and designed to employ a simple bungalow style. There are certain findings this commission must make in order to approve the application for design review, and staff's recommending this commission approve the design review application with conditions of approval and findings. And that concludes staff's report. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Are there any questions for staff?
I do have a question. I went by the property today and it looks like they've already started, and the roof is on, a black roof, and the fencing, they're putting up the fencing. And I was curious, did they give, I'm not sure what color the actual shingles will be. Did they give you any indication as to what that color would be of the shingles or the type of stain?
Yes, so there was a spec sheet in the packet, but I think that's a great question that we can ask the applicant when we bring them in.
And do they plan on changing the garage door?
I'm not aware of that, but let's when we open the public hearing, we can ask that, direct that question to the applicant.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Michaelia?
I just have a comment, Wendy, on the report. It's really, the planning area is central east, not central west.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, any other questions for staff? Okay, we'll open up the public part of the hearing. Is the applicant here?
Yes, I'm going to promote them to panelists. Just give me one moment.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Am I in? Hello?
Hi, you should be able to turn on your video now, if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Colin Doyle. Oh, there, got you changed. I'm the architect, and I'm available to answer any questions.
So I think there was a question about the color of the roof and the garage door.
Yes, the garage door is just going to be painted. It seems to be in good shape. The roofing is in marginal shape, but because we're putting on the new front porch, I suggested that we just re-roof the whole thing and new roof gutters, make it like a new house on the outside. And the owner agreed. It'll be a similar black color. I think it's GAF Timberline charcoal is the name.
Great.
I have a question. Is the roof line, are you extending the roof line over the porch or is it under the existing eave?
We're extending the roof line there's a small porch out there now, which we'll remove, and the new porch is going to go all the way across the frontage between the two wings that come out. And so it'll be completely reconstructed.
Thank you.
Through the chair, I just had a question regarding the stain of the shingles that you're covering the front of the house with. What shade is that? Or do you have a sample?
Yeah, it's all shades of gray. I'm just kind of looking at it now. Benjamin Moore, baby seal, black. It's a gray. It's kind of lighter than a charcoal gray, but it's definitely it's not a light color.
And is there going to be what about the trim, like the rails on the fence and the door? What
Trim? It's if I can refer you to the exterior materials and color schedule on sheet 1. Let me make it a little bit bigger so I can read it. So the door and window trim is going to be Benjamin Moore Wickham Gray, which is a lighter gray. Then the window frames are going to be a Marvin Stone White, which is an off-white that it's a little bit lighter than the window trim, which is lighter than the siding. And the porch post and guardrail will all be the lighter gray, called the Wickham Gray.
Thank you.
Any other questions for the applicant from the commission?
Wendy, I don't seem to have any of the color information in my packet.
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
So the exterior colors for a single family residence are not subject to this commission's discretion.
Okay.
I always tell applicants that we have a color specialist on the commission. So if they'd like to provide their colors, we can give them guidance, but it's not required.
So did you say that the roof was baby seal black, Benjamin Moore? Or did you say it was the gaff color Timberline charcoal?
Yes, the roofing is the GAF Timberline UHD charcoal
Okay.
color.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, any other questions for the applicant? Okay, are there any comments, Wendy, from the public regarding this agenda item?
Let me take a look. No public comment.
Okay, so seeing the public comment, we'll close the public hearing of this agenda item and move back to the commission. Commissioner Burt?
Well, I drove by the house today, as I mentioned before. The roof is beautiful. It looks real nice, and thank you for telling us the colors, because that helps a lot. It looks like it's going to look like a brand new house, and I think it's a great project, so
Thank you.
I'll support it.
Terrific, thank you. Commissioner Tipple?
Yeah, I think this is a very straightforward application, and I have no objections to it. And I agree with Commissioner Burt, and I would support it as submitted.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Vice Chair Coleman?
I too think it's gonna be a nice addition. I compliment you on your choice of materials too. I think that the hardy board shingles, I've used those as well. They're good product, and that window that you spec is probably the favorite window I've ever used. So I think the materials and things will be really complement the neighborhood and good selection.
Terrific. And I'd like to also concur with my fellow commissioners. I think it's a great project, and I definitely don't have any problem with it as it's submitted. So having said that, would somebody like to craft a motion regarding agenda item 7.1?
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve this application with the conditions, approvals, and findings for a remodeled single-family residence located at 325 Patton Street.
Perfect.
I second.
Great. Okay. Wendy?
Commissioner Burt,
Aye.
Commissioner Cormany,
Aye.
Commissioner Randolph,
Aye.
Commissioner Tipple,
Aye.
and Chair Johnson.
Aye.
Thank you. The motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of your project.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
So, moving on. Any items for discussion, Wendy?
No,
Okey doke. How about issues, updates?
well, we're going to continue to have virtual meetings for a while, for as long as I can see in the future. Luckily, it seems to be going all right. It's unfortunate that some members of the public aren't as tech savvy, and seems like we're not getting as much public comment as we used to, but what can you say about that? We may look at having less frequent design review commission meetings in the future. The last couple of meetings have just had one item on the agenda. And this would be to help extend staff resources and conserve your time. We will be having a meeting in September where we've got an item for 865 West Napa Street is going to come back before this commission, and there may be a sign application. So we are planning to have a meeting in September, but moving forward, the planning director is considering reducing the number of commission meetings, and the municipal code says that this commission just needs to meet quarterly. So I just wanted to let you know that that may happen. Nothing's been set in stone yet.
What's your take on volume of projects being submitted for, in general, just how much is construction going on?
Well, the planning department is really busy. We've got some projects in the queue, but they're incomplete. And so once a project is deemed complete, then we can schedule it to come before this commission and then the planning commission. But it's taken folks a little bit longer to get us everything that they need right now.
Yeah.
And there are some bigger projects that I'm expecting to come in, involving, multifamily housing. So there are some things in the horizon. They're just not queued up yet.
Now, part of the reason I ask is I deal with contractors and actually deal with staff going into homes, and I've been surprised at how busy it's been. So we've seen, I have contractors that are as full busy as they've ever been, and I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah.
Well, the number of building permits that I'm reviewing is crazy.
Mhm.
It's probably, I don't review all the building permits that come in, but I've been steadily reviewing probably 6 or 8 building permits a week, and that's a lot for the city of Sonoma. It just happens to be that most of these projects, they're not triggering any type of discretionary review from this commission.
Mhm.
I'm just surprised. I'm surprised by COVID, and you'd think that people wouldn't want people in that. It's contrary to my logic, and I'm pleasantly surprised, but it's been really access, and it's been crazy. It's busy.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if you were seeing the same
There's
thing.
seems to be a mass exodus from San Francisco into Sonoma right now
There is.
due to the COVID.
Everybody's
Yeah.
working from
Yeah.
home.
We've had record-breaking months, the last 2 months of sales in Sonoma Valley.
Yeah.
And we come second to Tahoe. Tahoe's out of control.
Wow.
Getting home inspectors, they're booked till the end of the month. Getting a plumber to go look at a property is taking a minimum of 2 weeks. They're so stretched out.
Oh,
It's been really crazy.
That's because people realize they can work virtually, and now they go, "Oh, I
Well,
can do
yeah,
whatever I want." Right?
exactly. Yes, exactly. So
That's good management.
Wendy, there's a change in frequency. How's that impact gonna work for keeping people's projects moving forward? Like you were saying things aren't coming up of a discretionary nature, but
well, we want to get that word out to the community. If the decision is made to limit the number of design review meetings, we want to make sure the public is aware of it, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah,
But we certainly don't want to hold anyone up.
right.
But there could be times when there's only one item scheduled, and it won't hold them up to wait another month.
Yeah,
But we're told, we're flexible. It's just, look, I was just trying to think of ways the city could save money. I don't want to lose my job. I say that laughing, but you know, it takes it's not a lot of staff time, but you know, it takes time to prepare the agenda and for staff to attend the meeting.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to speak to the loss of TOT revenue to what that's done to the city budget too, right?
Right.
Huge impacts.
Yeah.
I was actually happy to see tourists back in town. They're starting to come back. It's kind of nice.
I just want them to wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed.
Any comments from the commission?
No?
It's just nice to see everyone.
Sure is.
With no masks on.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I do miss seeing people's smiles. So,
Me too.
Yeah.
And you walk down the street, you can't smile at somebody. They don't know, right?
Mhm.
Even if they avoid you like the plague and run the other side of the street, but you still can't smile at them. So,
Guess you can wear a mask with a smile on it.
yeah, really.
I saw some coming out now that are clear plastic, so you can actually see
Oh,
people's mouths.
that's a good idea.
Filters on them, yeah. Okay, well, if there are no other comments from the commission, I guess I will adjourn tonight's meeting at 6:26.
Hey.
Thank you all for your
Thank
input.
you.
Very
Thank
good.
you, everyone.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Good to
Take
see you.
care.